It is just gone 12:15 on Saturday the 18th of February, en route to the LCI Rail Stadium ahead of our game with Yeovil this afternoon. Doing something slightly different for the podcast this week. You guys seem to enjoy our diary of our day out at Luton, so I thought I'd do the same for a home game. Just show you the kind of things we get up to on a match day behind the scenes. So yeah, hopefully you enjoy. So far this morning I've already made a couple of graphics, done a couple of things on social media, finalised the press list, and a few people coming up from Yeovil, and I've written the programme preview, so hopefully all of you guys picked up a copy of the programme and entered our competition. So I've made it into the stadium past the police and the Yeovil fans. Just looking around, I think I'm the only one in here. Actually there's a couple of stewards down there in the corner. Very peaceful in here now for all the madness later on. Up in the press box, just about to start putting a few more things out on social media. The obligatory welcome to the LCI Rail Stadium tweet and Facebook message. Then I'll go down and see what's going on in the changing room. So I've just bumped into Harry Pell in the tunnel. Pell, you've just arrived. Looking forward to today?
Yeah, excited. Know how big the game is, so hopefully after the game we'll be in a positive mood state and would have done the job. Hopefully.
It's I think it's about 1 o'clock now. You normally go out to warm up about 2:20. What do you do between now and then?
Relax. Just talk about the game. Get a rub if you need anything and that. So and then look forward to getting out there and getting your mind focused on what's going to be a massive game of football for us.
Brilliant. Cheers, Belly. Good luck.
Cheers. No worries. Cheers.
So I've spoken to the gaffer. The music's on here at the LCI Rail Stadium. A few fans starting to come in. I've spoken to the gaffer. Got the team news for today. 3 changes with Bartram, O'Shaughnessy and Plavetic coming in. We'll have Gary's pretty much interview just after 2 o'clock with the local press. So it's just back up to the press box for me to get that graphic made, and then pull it out at 2 o'clock. So I'm here with the Gloucestershire Live Sports Editor John Palmer. It's quarter to 2. Pretty big game for the club, isn't it?
It feels to me like the biggest game of the season so far, with the Yeovil connection, the Darren Way, Gary Johnson situation, the result at their place, the run that they're on, the position Cheltenham are in. It's set up to be a huge afternoon. I think it's one of the biggest games. It might not be one of the biggest crowds of the season, but I think it's going to be one of the most important days of the season.
As it's quarter to 2, Gary and Harry Pell, I assume it's Harry Pell, will be going in to meet the referee to hand over their team sheet. What are you expecting?
I think we might see similar to Tuesday. Maybe a change of shape. I think there's been a lot of call for 3-5-2, which I think has probably worked the best at home this season, and obviously it's not worked all the time, but I think most people want to see a settled side, and there's been signs of fight in the last 2 games, particularly late on in the games, to show that the players are still absolutely giving it everything, even obviously over against 10 men against Stevenage, but they did rally at the end, definitely rallied at the end of the Notts County game, so I don't think the confidence has gone, and I think that not that much needs changing with the team.
I'm going to push you. Can I have a little prediction from you?
Yeah, at this stage, pushed. Obviously, I want to see a home win, but I think it might be a draw today, which it's going to be interesting to see what happens at Leighton Orient Notts County. Set things up massively for a game at Orient next week, but I think it might be a draw today. It's 2 teams that are not banging form that will really want it. Obviously, Cheltenham have got a bit more pressure, but I think Yeovil aren't a bad side, so I think all square.
So we've done Gary's pre-match chat with the press. Just organised a photo for our podcast competition winner. Now back upstairs in the press box with Sean. Sean, what kind of stuff happens between now at 25 minutes past 2? What happens between now and 3 o'clock?
We'll just be putting stuff out on social media, trying to build up the atmosphere, making sure everything's set up and ready to go come kickoff, basically.
What are your views on the team selection?
It's a shame that Liam Davis misses out, but apart from that I think it's a pretty strong team. No Cranston obviously because he's suspended, but I think it's probably one of the strongest teams that we could have put out, and I'm feeling pretty confident.
So we just came up to kick off now. Sean's gone down to film the teams coming out of the tunnel live, and then we'll be covering the game across all of our usual platforms in a few minutes time. So Sean, half time here, 0-0, but not a typical 0-0. That's actually quite entertaining.
It was. There was chances at either end. Mostly, to be fair, for Cheltenham. Gone close a couple of times. Winchester, Bartram, Waters. but just can't put it in the back of the net. And of course Yeovil almost went down the other end and scored in injury time, but luckily it's still 0-0 at the break.
We played just over an hour and it's 2-0 here at Cheltenham. Sean, what an incredible start to the second half.
Absolutely, they've come out firing and got the 2 goals that potentially deserved from the first half, so it's all going well at the moment. Just need to make sure we keep tight at the back now.
First goal was quality ball in from James Rowe, wasn't it?
It was excellent ball in from Rowie, and it was a good header from Tin as well.
And then the second, Wootton very, very brave to win the penalty.
He was, he stuck his head in, and a high foot from the Yeovil player. It's a foul anywhere else on the pitch, so fair play to the referee for giving that one in the box.
An orthodox penalty taker with Danny Wright not playing, and Billy looked pretty cool and collected.
He did, he grabbed the ball straight away, everyone could see that he wanted it, and he stepped up confidently and stuck it in the bottom corner.
Crowd are playing a big part of this now, aren't they?
They are, yeah. Gary Johnson's giving them a wave, and they're singing, supporting the boys, so they're playing a really big part.
Just a few seconds left now. I've come down to the side of the pitch, ready to go on and film the celebration video, and there we go. Massive 3 points. Tin Plavetic, Billy Waters with the goals. Listen to the crowd, they all sound pretty happy, lots of smiles on faces. Big win. So I've just been out to film the post-match celebrations on the pitch. Great to see so many people staying behind to cheer on the players and Gary and Russ. I know they all really love that experience, and lots of smiles on faces for both players and fans. I've just come down the tunnel now, out of the madness into this little room that we use for post-match interviews sometimes. And then I will be going out to get Gary and I believe Carl Storer in the right place at the right time to speak to the press for their post-match interviews. And then just got to put out on all the social media channels and Robins TV and things like that. So we've done all the press interviews. I've come into the changing room and I'm sitting here with Will Boyle. Will, what a massive win.
Yeah, it was a very big win, especially considering the last few results. And I think we've all pulled together at home. We've shown an intent to go and win the game, and it's paid off. I can't think back to when they had any real chances. We could have had a couple more. So I think the 3 points are the main thing going into it, but it wasn't a bad performance either, so that stands us in good stead.
As part of the defensive unit, you must be pretty happy with the clean sheet as well.
Yeah, I'm delighted. It's been a bit of a while, but today, like I said there, they had a half chance at post in the first half with a prod. But really, I don't think they looked like scoring at all. So that gives the players loads of confidence. So going forward into next week, a massive game, it stands us in good stead.
Just been interviewing Billy, and I said not many people would have had money on Tim Plavetic to score first. As a defender yourself, you must be really happy for him.
Oh, I'm delighted for him. We've been doing a lot of work in training and getting on the end of crosses, free kicks, throw-ins, and credit to Downsy because he's been putting on great sessions for us defenders and attacking loads of crosses, different angles, because it's different from heading the ball defensively than it is attackingly, and it's paid off. So credit to Downsy and credit to Tin, it was a great header.
Brilliant, cheers Will, well played.
Thank you, mate.
So we've done the press interviews with Gary and Stoz. I've spoken to Billy for Robins TV, and obviously you've just heard me speaking to Will in the changing room. Now it's back upstairs to the press box to start putting everything onto Robins TV and onto the club website. John, what are key 3 points for Cheltenham Town Football Club?
Yeah, it just feels like a massive weight's been lifted off everyone's shoulders. I think none more so than Gary, because you could tell how relieved he was at the end of the game. He admitted that it was affecting him in the build-up to the game, and he looked very disconsolate after the Stevenage game, but you could tell what a massive result that was and how pleased he was with the way the players performed.
First half, did you see that sort of result coming?
The first half wasn't much between the two teams. It was a pretty poor spectacle, and the closest either team came was when Yeovil hit the post in injury time. So I didn't really see Cheltenham winning 2-0 at that point, but I thought Billy Waters looked like he could cause problems. Carl Wootton played quite well. Then obviously Winchester had to come off, which could have been a blow, but Carl Storer went on, did really well in the second half. So I predicted 1-1, and if you'd asked me at half time, I probably would have said something similar.
And a nice first goal for Tim Plavetic.
Yeah, he's huge, isn't he? He's absolutely huge. He's very good defensively. I don't think he lost a header today, and with that sort of presence, and if you get the right sort of deliveries from James Rowe, then he should be able to get on the end of some. And also O'Shaughnessy's throw-ins were causing a few problems for Yeovil in the first half. That was probably Cheltenham's most likely source of a goal in the first half. So really good header for the goal, and really pleased for him.
Sets up next Saturday now to be a massive game.
Yeah, I was checking the results, and at one point Orient and Notts County were level and Newport were winning, and it's one of those days where it's topsy-turvy again. But in the end, I think results have gone for Cheltenham, but it's still huge next week because there's a 3-point gap there between Cheltenham and Orient, and going there isn't going to be easy, but it'll be a lot less pressure than there would be if we haven't got a result today.
Brilliant. Cheers, John.
Cheers.
It's just gone 6:30 here in the evening. All of the interviews are up, including an exclusive Robins TV one with Billy Waters. A couple of people left in the bar upstairs, 1 or 2 journalists left here as well, just finishing off their notes from the game, and I'm pretty much done. Pretty relieved, I've got to say, after that game. It's a lot of pressure before the game, but yeah, feels pretty good to come away with the 3 points and move that one spot up the table. So yeah, really good support in the second half today from the home fans, and speaking to the players sort of off camera, they were all very appreciative of the fans. Makes a huge difference, and they really help the players get over the line in that second half. So fingers crossed we'll take a few to Leyton Orient next week and have a similar sort of performance and pick up another vital 3 points.